welcome to the premier event of the 2025 Turkey Bowl, the Women's Collegian Soccer Championship featuring the Zeta Nu Gators and the Lambda Beta Jets. Team entrances will start in just 5 minutes. While you're waiting, enjoy beverages and food from the concessions trailer at the left of Griffith Tower and the food trucks near the Visual and Performing Arts Building. Again, team entrances will begin in just 5 minutes. And now, it's time to introduce our teams. Having won 10 championships with a record of 9-2-0 this season, scoring 27 goals while allowing 7. Welcome to the field, your Zeta New Row Gators! Looking for their collegian's first Turkey Bowl championship with a perfect record of 12-0-0 this season, scoring 57 goals while allowing 3. Give it up for your Lambda Beta Rho Jets! remain standing as the voices of PCC sing our nation's national anthem.
Dear Lord, we thank you for this day that you've given to us. Since you please be with this game, Lord, be with all these players, and just allow us to bring. Amen.
On the field tonight for the Zeta Nu Gators, a senior from Ohio, number 14, Sydney Elliott. A freshman from North Carolina, number 20, Betty Walker. A sophomore from Florida, number 22, Emily Savage. A sophomore from Ohio, number 23, Gabby Hefner. And now introducing the starters for your Zeta Nu Gators. A senior left forward from Michigan, number 10, Allison Aarons. A sophomore center midfielder from Florida, number 12, Zahara Zawazua. A sophomore forward from Alabama, number 13, Callie Matney. A sophomore goalkeeper from Georgia, number 15, Emma Hall. A sophomore right back from Minnesota, number 21, Michaela Meza. A junior left back and captain from Ohio, number 24, Amber Mackey. And a junior right forward from Michigan, number 25, Maggie Hollowood. And on the field tonight for the Lambda Beta Jets, a freshman from Virginia, number 7, Rachel Lang. A sophomore from Japan, number 21, Miyu Nishioka. A senior from Virginia, number 22, Cassandra Efiba. And now introducing the starters for your Lambda Beta Jets. A sophomore goalkeeper from Connecticut, number 0, Eunice Achelis. A freshman center midfielder from Pennsylvania, number 9, Maya Martinez. A freshman right midfielder from Rhode Island, number 11, Audrey Angel. A senior left midfielder and captain from Texas, number 12, Abigail Cuellar. A freshman right back from California, number 13, Madeline Baker. A sophomore left back from Arizona, number 14, Evelyn Perez. And a junior center forward from Texas, number 15, Avril Cuellar. Tonight's official is Mike Walter. Team captains will now meet in the middle of the field for the coin toss.
.64 with a high of 75, low today at 51 here in Pensacola, Florida, with clear skies and a phenomenal day for not Eagles basketball tonight or Eagles soccer, neither volleyball, but instead collegian soccer, the Turkey Bowl, one of the most sought out and also memorable events here on Pensacola Christian College's campus. And tonight we have the two best collegian soccer teams facing off in the championship today. We have the Zeta New Gators playing up against the purple and gray Lambda Row Jets, who had an appearance last year falling to the Bears in the Turkey Bowl. And the last appearance as well for the Jets was in 2013. Can either of these teams potentially get their first Turkey Bowl in the modern era of collegiate sports? We will indeed see. Alvin Chapman alongside me today, my normal co-host and also 2023 national champion on the NCAA level, Caleb Welch. Caleb, great to have you here this evening.
It's great to be back in the booth with you, Alvin. I really appreciate the opportunity, and it's going to be interesting to see how these teams stack up against each other. They both have looked pretty strong here in the opening moments, and it'll be good to see how the game develops.
Absolutely. Just wondering as well, Caleb, who are some players, if you know any by name, that you're potentially looking out for in today's match of the competition?
Well, I mean, obviously there's a couple out there that I know very well, Emma Hall being in goal, a good friend of my fiance's, so it'll be interesting to see how she does in the goal today, but then also just some players scattered around throughout both teams that I'll be interested to see how they can perform today. Obviously, these are the two best teams that have had a good performance all season, so it'll be good to see how they can perform.
now on the back line for the Gators. Aarons draped it along the line. Cuellar applying pressure. Now a throw in the offensive territory for the Jets. The ruling a bit different here for collegiate soccer on the ladies division compared to normal soccer, dealing with, I would even say, the collegiate level, but even the men's level as well. 30 minutes for each side, but the field a bit shorter and a less amount of numbers as far as players are concerned as well on the field, Caleb.
Yeah, it's a different format, but it'll be interesting to see how good shot coming in there, good save by Hall, quick distribution, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they can use these 30 minutes effectively. Obviously, it's a shorter time than maybe we are used to seeing for a soccer game, but it'll be good to see these teams go at it for the next 30 minutes or so.
Maybe a short time, but any time to broadcast soccer with you, Caleb, is always a great time, if I do say so myself.
And the time always flies, doesn't it, Alvin?
Absolutely. Now, Hall just had the first attempt on goal. That shot was by Cuellar. Nonetheless, shot had a lot of power, but right in her grasp. Wasn't able to collect it, but deflected it towards her left side to keep it in play for the Gators.
Absolutely. And that goal kick traveling over half field, which I do believe becomes a re-kick, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe that first kick has to stay within the first half the area as well. Now an opportunity for offense here for the Gators, which gets interrupted once again by the Lambda Beta Jets. A ball found in the deep corner as well. And defensively available, number 25, Maggie Hollowood, available for the stop, rather for the offensive attempt. Now a goal kick available for the Jets. Fans at home who are tuning in that can't now hear Caleb Welch's voice, I'm having a bit of difficulty right now as far as our microphones are concerned. So we do really appreciate your guys' patience and ability to stick with us despite the technical difficulties that are available. But nonetheless, you will be hearing Caleb Welch's voice here in a couple moments as well.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine
Perfect.
now there, Caleb.
Sweet. Looks like we're back online.
It's so funny you whispered, but you whispered to potentially hundreds of fans at home. And another collection available for Emma Hall. And a very high stoppage there by the Jets. That was number 19 on that kick there. Rather, number 9, Maya Martinez. Martinez, a familiar last name here for the Eagles and also in the intramural stages here at the college. Chris Martinez, a center back, a senior center back that is also as well for Pensacola Christian College's men's soccer team, a former teammate of yours as well. And their sister, Michaela Martinez, graduated last year, actually got a chance to broadcast the Turkey Bowl with her last year as well.
Very good.
She actually won 3 Turkey Bowls herself in her time and stint here at the college as well.
Oh, that's awesome. I remember playing with Chris. He was a great teammate and definitely a great asset to the Eagles, a senior this year. But yeah, really, really cool how they've got soccer running in their family. That's really awesome to see, and be interesting to see how she can perform tonight.
Yeah, that family from Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. Chris, a defender. I believe Michaela was more of an offensive player, either a winger or a striker. Maya Martinez tonight playing in the midfield. You practically have every portion of the field in that family, if I do say so myself there, Caleb.
Absolutely. They got talent all over the field in their family. It'll be cool to see with Maya being, look, you said in an attacking position, correct?
Yes, a
Maya,
center mid, I believe.
Yeah, okay, center mid. So it'll be cool to see
a
how
little
she
bit
can,
of both there, if I do say so myself.
Exactly, absolutely. It'd be cool to see how she can pull the strings here in that midfield position.
Cuellar with an opportunity, feeds her sister on the left side, crosses it middle, and a near goal, near on goal. Oh, it was a goal, actually.
I believe the ball traveled through the net on that one, Alvin. That was very deceiving, but very
Yeah.
unfortunate there. I believe that might have been Callie Matney there with the own goal. Just trying to clear the ball away. Just mistimed the kick a little bit. Very, very sad to see own goals.
Yeah, so sorry for the fans at home for that miscorrection there. We did see the net move, not one bit on that opportunity. But nonetheless, now the Gators with a 1-0 deficit relatively early in this game. Just about 8 minutes into this match as well, Caleb.
Yeah, both of these teams haven't really grown into this game as of yet. Both still are, I think, a little bit overwhelmed by the setting in the evening, you know, the big Turkey Bowl game. I think both teams will eventually settle in and they'll find their rhythm. But until then, 1-0 deficit, as you mentioned. Very interesting.
Martinez with a great through ball opportunity. That's batted back, I believe, by Mackey. Nonetheless, an opportunity for the Jets to work out of the back here. Opportunity available. A near equalizer in the box there, Caleb, as well.
Yeah, that was very close. Very chaotic in the box there off the corner, but now a counterattack here by the Jets.
Matney had a foot on it, trying to save it to prevent the corner kick opportunity. Well done by her, I believe. Now creating a throw-in opportunity for the Jets rather than a corner, which, although the Jets do have possession, you much rather have a throw-in opportunity deep in the corner rather than a, I would dare even say, corner kick opportunity, which could create a set piece for the offense.
Absolutely, but you also do have, because of the...
Oh, it is a corner kick, nonetheless.
But because of the size of the field, Alvin, you do have that, the long throw-in opportunity, as we often see with the Eagles teams as well. That can be very dangerous opportunity.
Aarons with great footwork finds Holloway. Martinez defending Matney very well. I believe a corner kick opportunity now available for the Zeta Nu Gators. The Gators, a very well-rounded. Back to what I was saying there, Caleb. The Gators are very well-rounded, athletic collegian as far as all sports, making multiple appearances in many championships, including basketball, including softball, including also the broom hockey sports as well, Caleb.
Yeah, they're definitely a very, very athletic collegian, and you can see that making it to the championship on several occasions in different sports, like you mentioned. So. They're definitely a collegian powerhouse as far as athletics are concerned.
Absolutely. Remember broadcasting that basketball game last year with them in that basketball championship, and they dominated. I can't remember who was the opponent in that game. Nonetheless,
I believe it might have been the Bears.
Yes, it was the Bears.
Yeah.
I believe so. And that was a very competitive game. Very severe injury happening in that game. I'll go ahead and refrain from saying the person's name who had the injury. Nonetheless, it did change the trajectory of the game and almost put them in a spot where they had to almost had that next man up mentality. Gators took forward. But from the Jets available. And once again, we're having a bit of difficulties as well with the sound. Nonetheless, what me and Caleb are going to go try ahead and do is just talk as if this is normal. And if you guys can hear us, that's great. But if you can't, it's also unfortunate. But it's just continue to have the conversation despite the difficulties that we're having. We really appreciate our camera operators and also our sound and visual operators as well. Doing a tremendous job as well. Providing a lot of aerial views as well, even from a drone camera as well this game.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very cool to see all of the improvements they're making.
And it gives an opportunity for the viewer at home to see Eagle Field. Beautiful field that is. A lot of winds happening on this field. Caleb, did you score a lot of goals on this field in your time? Just wondering.
Never scored a single goal.
Oh, I haven't scored a single goal either, so that's no worries.
Being a defender myself, I was stopping more goals than I was scoring, so I'm fine with that statistic.
Here's a shot. Hall with another deflection. Cuellar sent that one with a lot of emphasis as well. Aaron's charging the goalie. What a phenomenal job there by the keeper of the Jets. That's Bediaka available for the stop and the play continuation as well. That could have been dangerous for the Jets defense there.
Yeah, it was a quick little counterattack, threw that ball over the top. The ball coming on from the hands of Emma Hall. Quick distribution.
Aaron's an opportunity just off the crossbar. Oh man, Hollywood, a second chance, not available. But that was a near equalizer there. Goalie out of her position. That's Bediaka. Came for the initial stoppage. And then Aaron somehow found an opportunity to continue to play. Nonetheless, another throwing opportunity available for the Gators, which could have been a potential equalized game 15 minutes into this contest.
We were inches away from an equalizer there. Very, very close margins.
Yeah, that first goal, the on goal, I believe, by Matney. That one wasn't as obvious due to the net not missing, but we saw that crossbar being, I guess you can say, hit from here.
Absolutely. Definitely very close on that shot there, but Gators keeping the pressure up right now with that throw in and now the corner kick. Keeping the Jets pinned into their own half right now, putting on some decent pressure.
Beautiful cycling and a shot from about halfway through. Just grazes over the top of the bar as well. For the Gators on that shot, that was number 21, Michaela Meza. And had a good idea there, especially after the phenomenal distribution out of the back. Aaron's finding her center back, and that was Amber Mackey finding Meza. Well, I don't know if that was intended to be a pass or a shot, but a chance for offense was absolutely available as well, Caleb.
Yeah, it's definitely the Gators have settled into this game. As I mentioned earlier, they've really taken advantage of some opportunities in the last couple minutes to get some shots on goal. No goals yet, but I can see they're starting to develop a bit of an offensive rhythm, which is really key in a game like this where, you know, the lights are bright and the crowd is big and loud. It's easy to get caught up in the moment and just be playing chaotic and not have your system not play the way you've practiced all season. But it looks like the Gators are starting to settle in and play the game that's earned them the spot in this championship game.
And a deep throw-in finds the box of the Gators. And Martinez is just going to let that one go out of bounds. Phenomenal defense by her. Despite not even touching the ball there, sometimes as a defender, with her being in the center mid position, the best thing you can do on a ball playing to your baseline, rather your end line, the best thing you can potentially do is just let the ball go out of bounds to refrain from any type of, I guess you could say, mistakes or miscommunications to happen between the goalie and that last defender back as well.
Absolutely, and using your body to, you know, in soccer we use the term shield the ball from the opponent. It really is effective because when especially those through balls come in.
Cuellar gets past the defender, one-on-one with the keeper, and it's wide right. Oh, man.
That was a really good opportunity. She did well. Just, you know, a couple of those Gators defenders just biting, stabbing at the ball, and just doing well to dribble around and have a good shot, but just wide there. Really good opportunity, though. But as I was saying, Alvin, just using your body to shield the ball. You know, a lot of times the momentum of the attacker is they want to get that ball. They want to keep the play alive. And when you do that, when you can when you can shield the ball out of bounds, it often kills the momentum of that attacking team.
Cuellar with a great attack there, just wide right, but I almost want to imagine if the goal was the normal size, could that potentially have been a goal for the Jets there?
Most definitely, but a lot of times those opportunities that are so close to the goal aren't going to happen on a normal-sized field. So,
yes, agreed.
That big goal won't usually be a factor in that, but definitely a really good opportunity. Like you said, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. As a striker, those are the ones they want you to convert. So the Jets may want that one back later on in the game. We'll have to see.
And here's a chance. Mackey doing a great job holding back the back line for the Gators. Despite the score, and Cuellar, I believe that's Avril Cuellar, on that opportunity towards the ball. And the Jets will have a long throw-in opportunity available. That was actually Audrey. No, I was correct. Yeah, Avril Cuellar available there. So it's Avril and Abigail. I don't know if they're cousins or sisters, but they're two important pivotal pieces available for this Jets offense. Now just approaching 11 minutes remaining in this first half. And Caleb, from your expert opinion, what are some of your positions and thoughts of this first half of play? The Jets obviously with a 1-0 lead, but not necessarily a goal found in the flow of the offense, but a mishap by Callie Matney. Not necessarily purposely hitting the ball towards her goal, but an aggressive move that just caught the defense almost off guard, I would dare even say.
Absolutely, and with every own goal, you have to look at the position that the attackers place the defenders in. So with every own goal, that means the attackers were placing the ball into a dangerous area, and that was the case for the own goal we saw tonight. Obviously, you look at what the own goal is, and you feel for that defender. You definitely feel that that sadness for the defender there. But at the same time, the Jets did a really great job of putting the ball into a dangerous area with that cross that came across the face of goal. So obviously looking at that, you have to give the Jets credit for putting together such a good attacking opportunity. But like I said, this game has just struggled to find its flow a little bit. I think in the second half, we'll probably see both of these teams start to settle in a lot more. The Jets, most of the time, playing exactly how you see them now, just happy to sit back and let the Gators possess the ball in their defensive third, but doing a great job of pressing once the ball crosses their halfway line.
Here's the pass there from Aarons. Hollywood not available to connect as well. And now into the single minutes, rather digits, as far as time remaining in this match. The first half of regulation, Martinez will send it and find her midfielder, Cuellar. Martinez will drop it back to our defender, Matney, with the interruption. And the collision by both. Jets will maintain possession. Possession will switch as well, going out in favor for the Gators. And the clearance available as well is number 14 for the Jets, Evelyn Perez. Now 18 minutes, rather 8 minutes remaining in this first half of play. Michaela Meza available for the throw-in opportunity. Deep throw-in. Finds a foot of the Gators. Goal just wide right. Now it's 7 minutes remaining in this first half. As you mentioned, both teams finding difficulty getting to a normal flow where offense could be in high efficiency and almost more easier to find.
Absolutely, but I would say, I mean, even though they haven't necessarily had a good flow to their offense as of yet, the Gators have done well to keep the pressure on the Jets. Like I said, not letting the Jets get out of their own half at times. They've done a really great job of just keeping the pressure on, doing well to win the ball back quickly, which that can create opportunities. We see that all the time in Eagles games where just high pressure, high up the field can often get you the ball back high up the field and create an opportunity seemingly out of nowhere. So be interesting to see how this high press benefits the Gators later on in this match.
Matney will send it to the corner. The ball going out of bounds. Off the head of Matney. And a chance available. Clearance not strong enough. Hollywood available. They have a stoppage as well by the official. Let's see what he grants. Would that be in favor of the offense here, Caleb, maybe?
I think it would probably be in the favor of the defense. He's holding up his arm right now, as you can see. That usually indicates an indirect free kick. To be honest with you, Alvin, I think he might have awarded an intentional pass back. Due to the location that he's pointing to, anytime there's an indirect free kick within the box, that means that it was an intentional pass back. So a defender from the Jets passing the ball back to their keeper and the keeper grabbing it with their hands.
Now sets up a very dangerous opportunity, which the Jets catch a break for. That was Aarons, who was just wide left of the goal, not able to cash in at the net and equalize this game. With now 5 minutes remaining in the first half of regulation. And offensively, I would even dare say the Gators have had more offensive opportunities towards the goal, despite being down so far. Now on the ball, that's number 13 for the Jets, Madeline Baker. Now Martinez is available for the goal kick. Meza feeds it middle. Matney shots too wide. And as I mentioned, the Gators getting an ample amount of offensive opportunities, especially in the late stages of this match.
Well, absolutely, and I told you, they've been creating that pressure. They've been keeping the Jets pinned really deep into their own half. And this is what happens. You win the ball back consistently, and you can create these quick chances. I mean, the ball coming from the Jets goalkeeper, won by the defender, and then immediately passed to the striker for a shot. So very quickly generating opportunities. I can't help but think that they might convert one here before the halftime whistle.
Cuellar being guarded tightly there by Matney. Martinez flashing middle with space as well. And a stoppage of play by the center official. It's going to be a free kick, no card, or going into the pockets of the center official, fortunately. But now a chance for either a set piece or play. Here's Abigail Cuellar for a shot opportunity, and it's good, oh man! What a bullet! Abigail Cuellar making it now a 2-point mountain prior to the conclusion of the first half. And Caleb, that was an absolute bullet, man.
That was a great free kick. The technique on that was really good because she didn't have much of space to be able to get that up and down. But very good technique there to create a lot of power. And from that distance, it's going to be hard for any goalkeeper to see that, especially through the traffic, through the crowd that was standing in the goal box.
I agree. Normally the wall is for the advantage of the keeper. But with how short the field is, it's almost at a disadvantage for Hall, not knowing which direction or where to stand or where even to jump for a chance at either deflecting or even a collection there.
Absolutely. And like I said, with the power and with the traffic in that goal box, it's going to be hard for her to see anything. So Can't really blame the goalkeeper, but all the credit goes to the free kick taker
yeah.
there. Very good
100%.
technique.
100%. Found the corner, found the spot, and buried it right into the back of the net as well. Beautiful production. Now Zarazua, a shot attempt to set up a teammate. And Mackey, out of position, goes forward as well. And the clearance available for the Jets. That's number 14, Evelyn Perez, on the clearance.
Yeah, the Gators are really going to want to push to at least get a consolation goal heading into the halftime break. Going in down 2-1 isn't as bad as 2-0. If you go down 2-0, there's a lot of work to do in that second half. Not saying it's impossible, but 2-1 feels a lot better going into a break.
They've had ample offensive opportunities. Here's Meza finding Allison Aarons. It's going to stay with the Gators as well. Now 95 seconds remaining in this half as well. As you mentioned, 2-1 is manageable, but 2-0 going into the half could be quite difficult for the Gators to potentially overcome. Great footwork as well to keep the possession by Zarazua. Ball deflected off the center official. Solid attempt by him as well to get out of the way. By all technicalities, I believe that the center official is technically a part of the field. Here's Martinez, a chance. And Hall with a hand on it. I don't think that was intentional for a shot there as well.
The remaining time will be kept by the head official.
That was a very good reaction save there by Hall. The ball coming off of the attacker from the clearance by the defender. It's really hard to see right off the bat. So very, very good reaction save, and the Gators come away without conceding another goal.
I know there's 40 seconds left on the shot clock. Rather the game clock. There's no shot clock in soccer. So sorry there. But the remaining time is going to be kept by the center official, Meza. And here's Martinez, a chance before time expires. Goes forward, no one available. Meza lets it go out of bounds now for a goal kick opportunity. And that's the conclusion of the first half. A lot of opportunities available for the Gators. Nonetheless, they trail 2-0. One own goal and a phenomenal free kick opportunity there by Abigail QR. What a first half of game, despite the fact that you guys couldn't hear us for majority of that first half. Had a couple fans at home actually text me. The Stickles family actually just reached out to me. Paul Stickles family, if you're not familiar with them, they're Caleb. Reached out to me letting us know that we were on, that we're off, and now we're back on, and it's better now.
Good.
Nonetheless, that's a conclusion of the first half. Caleb, a whole lot of soccer remaining, and even a chance for the Gators to equalize and even get a better chance at winning this game.
Absolutely, and like we said, the Gators have had so many opportunities. You can't help but think that they're going to at least get one goal, maybe two, in this game. So as the second half takes shape, it'll be interesting to see how these two teams stack up, and I'm excited to see what the final result ends up being.
Thank you, fans at home, for tuning in. Please enjoy these promotional videos provided by Pensacola Christian College. The next voices you'll hear is Caleb Welch and Alvin Chapman.
Choosing a college is so much more than deciding where you're going to live for the next few years. It's choosing a culture, group of people, and academic standard that will shape you into the person you want to become. It's an exciting time, and when you visit campus, it gets even more exciting. It's your moment to get a feel for the atmosphere and community. Catch a game, sit in on classes, visit chapel, make new friends, and so much more. And now you can experience college life your way with multiple visit options. No matter when you come, you'll find a vibrant community influencing the world for Christ. You won't just blend in, you'll belong. So don't wait. See how you can experience PCC today.
Want to get a head start on college? With the online dual enrollment program from PCC, you can do just that. Gain an affordable Christian liberal arts education with a biblical worldview. equipping you for your future degree. Open to rising sophomores and above, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year that count toward both high school and college requirements. With over 30 courses offered fall, spring, and summer, choose to lighten your college load and, depending on your major, finish college early. You'll be able to fit courses around your schedule, a perfect way to complete many of your college liberal arts courses before you graduate from high school and step foot on campus. And the best part is, you'll only pay a fraction of what you pay for those same classes if you took them in college. Get a head start on your education today by visiting pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
At Pensacola Christian College, we believe in helping you reach your goals. And that's why we're dedicated to something we call the PCC Promise. We want to provide you with a place that you can achieve academic excellence based on a biblical worldview and give you an incredible experience, all at an unmatched cost.
Knowing the faculty here and knowing how much I felt like they cared about me, this is where I want it to be.
No matter what career you're going to go into, you need to know what God says, you need to make choices, and you need to be informed biblically.
It's very fun to just go out and hang out with a bunch of guys who are Christ-like.
I have a job on campus, which is a huge blessing.
And I also did have a scholarship because my parents were involved in ministry.
Then fourth year free comes along. You don't have to worry about it.
Our goal is to empower leaders to influence the world for Christ, and we would love to invest in your future.
The second half is about to begin.
We're live here for a second half of soccer. One of the most exciting places to have it, Eagle Field, home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. The Lambda Beta Jets. I was about to say Gators there. So sorry, getting a little camera shy. This is a pretty cool view here. Nonetheless, against the Gators here this evening, and we have a very cool opportunity to see them face off against each other. Let's talk about that first half there, Caleb. What were some things that you noticed as now the Jets have a 2-goal advantage?
Yeah, no, it was a very exhilarating first half. Very, like I said, chaotic at times. But it's interesting to see how these two teams started to settle in at the end of that first half. But I'm excited to see now how we can start to see these teams truly settle in now that they've got a half of soccer under their belt. Starting to feel a little bit more like any other game. You know, it's not a championship game, it's just a game. And if they can take that mentality in, I know they're both going to play their best soccer, and from that they'll be able to be effective. We'll see how this second half pans out.
The Jets now up 2-0. The Gators with their work cut out for them. But there's a quick question from your experience being a soccer player on the college level. With a 2-point advantage, do you think that the Jets almost have the license at this point to almost hang back and not be as effective and also aggressive offensively as well?
Absolutely, especially in a game like a championship game where there's a trophy on the line. There's definitely a lot to say for parking the bus, as one would say, right? And making sure that you're not giving up any goals, not really seeking out to score any goals. So we'll see what their game plan ends up being, but I wouldn't be totally surprised. Seeing how there is so much on the line, to see them park the bus for the second half.
I believe that ball hit the hand as well of number 11 for the Jets. That being Audrey Angle. Nonetheless, we continue to play on. Cuellar will play the ball to Martinez. Meza available for the defensive stop. Oh, a miscues in the box there. Aaron's nearly capitalizing as well. Matney, a shot towards the goal from just outside. I was about to say the 18. I don't think the goalie box there is 18 yards. If I do say so myself there, Caleb.
I would give that about 12 yards.
Yeah, maybe.
Call it the 12-yard box.
I would say maybe if you look at the half-court line and this way, if you look at it horizontal, that potentially could be 18 yards. To give or take, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe the width is maybe 18 yards of the floor there.
That could be true.
Could be very much true, but nonetheless, these halves have gone by pretty quickly, if I do say so myself as well.
Well, absolutely, and I know we're usually used to 45 minutes, with this being 30.
Matney, shot opportunity also. My bad for cutting you off.
You're good.
That was phenomenal offense drawn up there by the Gators.
That was great little give and go. They're on the edge of the 12-yard box, as we've coined it, but great give and go there. I believe it was Matney and possibly Mackey as well, but great little give and go. Some good offensive movement already from the Gators. You can tell they're hungry for a goal, and they're going to continue to fight for that as the half continues.
As we were speaking, the Cuellar sisters or cousins, don't know the relation there. Nonetheless, phenomenal possessing by both of them as well. Here's a shot. That's deflected by Meza. Now 4 minutes into this half as well. And also a throw-in. A shot as well, deflected. And now a corner kick available for the Jets. Actually a very deep throw-in opportunity. Instead of a corner kick. Played backwards, sent inside as well. But the Gators with absolute numbers. Now Mackey a chance. Skied high, shot on the way and good! Cuellar, that time it was Averill. Averill Cuellar on that opportunity. First goal and on goal there by Matney. Abigail Cuellar with the free kick on that second goal. And then a miscues on the back defensively for the Gators. And Cuellar was absolutely beaming towards the goal. Had an opportunity to bury one into the back of the net. Another one where Hall would even doubt if she even saw that coming from a mile away as well.
Absolutely. Definitely a very good taking advantage of that opportunity that she was given. Obviously the miscue on the clearance there, but the striker still had a lot to do. Had to shoot through traffic and through the goalkeeper, so got to give credit to the striker, but like you've mentioned, a big mountain now for the Gators to climb if they want to find their way back into this game.
And plenty of opportunities offensively available for the Gators, just not able to I guess you can even say the word capitalize offensively and find the back of the netting. Testing the goalie for the Jets. That's number 22, Cassandra Bedayaka. Matney from the midfield, trying to find her winger there. Just a bit of miscommunication. A lot of pressure now offensively to even get something past the goalie line for the Gators.
Absolutely, and honestly, what you just saw was a bit of a story of the night for the Gators. Most of their through balls, most of their passes have been just a little bit too heavy, a little bit off target. It's hard to put together good attacks when the majority of your passes are having that, so definitely like to see them clean that up and create some good opportunities. They've had flashes of brilliance, but they're going to need to string it together.
Meza going deep corner and tried to find Hollywood. And honestly, Hollywood right by the goal. Aarons was diving towards the goal right behind Hollywood. I believe she should have been the recipient of that through ball instead of Hollywood on that opportunity, given the amount of space that Aarons had to potentially wind back and shoot, and the lack of space Hollywood had herself.
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely that run, just a little bit more delayed than the run of Hollywood. Seeing that run definitely is a good option for someone looking to cross the ball with that space at the top of the area. But honestly, not a bad decision to try and find that closer attacker as well.
Matney will play it backwards to Zara Zua. Rather, I believe it's Zahara Zarazua. There it is. Avril will play her sister Abigail. And here comes a counterattack opportunity. Ample of space. Great job possessing by the two sisters, the Cuellar sisters there.
Yeah, you can tell they've got a bit of chemistry right there, for sure. The Gators are doing a great job of getting the ball into dangerous areas, but not really doing much to be able to, like you said earlier, capitalize on those opportunities that they're creating. A lot of times the ball is finding its way to about the top of the 12-yard box and then just kind of fizzling out as an attack. So definitely need to commit more numbers forward, see more runs in order for them to be able to put one in the back of the net.
Now 22 minutes remaining for whether the Jets or the Gators will be crowned the Turkey Bowl champions for the 2025 season. The Jets this year a perfect 12-0, having a 57-3 differential as far as scoring is concerned. And a win today will be their first ever Turkey Bowl in collegiate history, as they've been established really close to the establishment of the college a couple years prior, but in 1893. 83, so sorry. Matney, the throwing opportunity, gets it short to Hollywood.
Oh.
That one runs on the back of the netting, looking like a goal, but not available for the Gators. So sorry, fans at home. Caleb has brought to my attention that I said that the Jets were incepted in 1893. I meant to say 1983. There we go. I'm so sorry. The school has been around for a while, celebrating its 50th year yesterday. Well, 2 years ago. I'm so sorry. But we haven't been that long, if I do say so myself. I don't think any college has been around for that long, at least in America, if I don't say so myself. But well, there's probably a few, but not to the immense that we have here. Now back to the game we go there, Kate.
It's all right, Albert.
Now another chance. Mackey potentially saving another goal from the Jets. But a stoppage of time here from the center official.
I believe he's making sure there wasn't head-to-head contact on that play. The referee's done a good job of keeping an eye on that. I know he was checking up on Matney there in the first half for with the ball hitting her in the head, but doing a good job of keeping track of that. It's always good to see a referee keeping the safety of the players paramount.
That was a drop ball awarded for the Jets, as we're now just under 20 minutes in this game. And 2-0 was already a sufficient mountain, but 3-0, oh man, very difficult to combat.
And still putting some pressure on the Jets. Still creating some good opportunities here.
Madeline Meza sends it up to Hollywood. She's pressure, gets space on her right foot, sends a shot forward, and I think that's a goal. Yes, it is. Great possession there by Maggie Hollywood. Gets the ball to her dominant foot and buries the ball to the left side, making it now to 3-1 game. Now a 2-goal comeback for either a tie or even an eclipse of 3 more goals. But with 18 minutes of time, is that even possible, Caleb?
I definitely think it is. All it takes is a couple lucky opportunities and back to, I mean, you can often find goals within the same 5 minutes that can come about. So It'll be interesting to see how this last 20 minutes plays out, because the Gators have shown that they can put some consistent pressure on when they need to. And if they can do that for this last 20 minutes, I'm more than positive they could find their way to 2 more goals. But we also will be interested to see how the Jets respond here.
Cuellar doing a great job possessing. Matney available for the double. Martinez loses it as well. As you mentioned, just wondering, what was the most amount of goals you've seen strung up in about 18 minutes of time yourself, or even shorter, Caleb?
I believe, honestly, it came this season. It was actually an away game I had the opportunity to watch when our guys' team played Toccoa. I believe it was within the span of 10 minutes, 15 minutes, somewhere around there, where Toccoa scored, but then we scored 2 goals to take it from 2-2 to 4-2 to win that game earlier in the regular season. I believe that might be the most goals I've seen within that amount of time. So
I've even thought about when we hosted LaGrange, I believe her freshman year, and that was during a time where in the college soccer game there was extra time awarded, a golden goal opportunity for 10 minutes, right. 1 golden goal time. That would be for about 10 minutes of the game. And the Eagles playing against a very good Division III team. Your freshman year, a very young team. I might want to add to that as well. But as you guys played up against LaGrange College, you guys were up 2-0. Angela Costa, I believe, netted in 2 goals.
That's correct.
And then the last 10 minutes, I don't know what LaGrange did, but they found the way to muster up 2 goals to tie, and they ended up winning it in extras as well. And that was your freshman year. You guys went to extras and ended up losing a lot of games, or either tying those games, going the distance, and ended up falling short in a lot of times during that year. But it builds up resiliency. And it builds up character as well to be in those positions, and it also teaches you how to counteract in future times as well.
Absolutely, and I know that for these teams, it's a bit of a different situation. They're not looking for building resilience right now. This is where all of that resilience should be coming to its peak, right? Exactly. So the Gators have been on the ball for the majority of the last couple minutes, so I'll be interested to see how they can capitalize on this momentum they're starting to build here.
A test towards the goal, just wide left. Now with 16 minutes remaining, the Gators need to somehow find 2 more goals to make this a competition. Not necessarily a competition, but a game where they can potentially challenge and add another Turkey Bowl to their listing. They have so many already. They finished this year with a 9-2 record and have a total of 10 Turkey Bowls in their history. Quite impressive, if I don't say so myself.
Absolutely, and that championship experience, Alvin, is definitely something that can be, it's one of those intangible statistics. You look at a team that's been to a championship game so often, with potentially a lot of the players on the roster now having been in the Turkey Bowl before. If you've got a team who hasn't had that championship experience, we mentioned in the first half that effect of the big bright lights and the large crowd. It can have an effect, when you're on the big stage, as some might call it. It can really affect the way a team plays, but that championship experience is something those teams have where they stay calm under pressure. So the Jets have shown that they may not need as much championship experience to be able to
test
to hold
towards
their
the
own.
goal. That was a bullet, I believe, by Zarazua. Matney tries to send another opportunity into the goal. That one to no avail either.
2 really great opportunities. The first, a really good shot, just saved by the goalkeeper. But Matney with the ball right in front of the goal. Definitely like to see a bit of a harder shot there, but nonetheless, some good opportunities created here by the Gators.
Here's Madeline Meza. The corner kick opportunity is here. Off the head of Cuellar. Hollywood available, collected by the keeper. Zarazua with a missile just over the crossbar. I'm not gonna lie, that is very fun to say her last name, especially when she was about to score. Oh, man. If she would have scored, I don't know what I would have done, Caleb.
No, that was a really great opportunity there for the Gators off of the corner kick. And it got collected by the keeper, but just doing well to win the ball high up the field to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, Zarazua playing in that defensive position, an outside back there for the Gators. Coming up in the offensive third and delivering a very powerful ball that just skies right over the goal there. Another opportunity, that one by Mackey. And just like the first half, the amount of offensive opportunities available for the Gators have been ample.
Absolutely, and some really, really close calls here for the Jets, to be honest with you. Looking at it from both sides, I'm sure the Jets will want to just clear their lines at some point, be able to get the ball up the field out of their own half. Because right now, some great defensive work there. But right now, the Jets can barely cross half field before they're tackled off the ball by the Gators. So goal kick here will hopefully provide some relief from the opportunities coming at them.
Cuellar now double teamed. The ball going out of bounds. Also, one thing to notice as well here for the Jets, number 11, Audrey Engel, who played majority of defense in that first half of the game, now playing at the striker position. And Cuellar, both sisters playing more in the back for the back line as well. Cuellar there in the midfield, but Engel there in the offensive third, along with Martinez, who was in the center mid position as well. Do you think the placement of Abigail Cuellar is more for an intention, not attention seeking, but a wake-up call, especially when Maggie Hollywood put in that first goal when they were once up 3-0, now up 3-1?
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see how the teams are adapting to each other, tactically especially. I know the coach for the Jets is also on the field, the coach for the Jets being Abigail Cuellar, but with the Gators, not really making many changes, despite having a coach on the sideline whose primary responsibility is to think about those things. It's interesting to see how having a coach on the field can bring more changes than having a coach on the sideline. Having a coach who's in the action, seeing what's going on. It's interesting to see how the Jets have adapted, but we'll see based on the end result whether those changes were effective or not. Obviously, the one goal going in for the Gators, kind of alarming for the Jets, but
Martinez gets to her dominant foot, takes a shot. That's deflected by the defense. Rachel Lang gets into the game as well. That time for Engel of the Jets. But now the time continuing to click, and the time also to mount a comeback as well, lessening here for the Gators.
Absolutely.
Here's a free kick. That one with ample power once again, but over the crossbar, about 3 to 4 yards.
I think there was a little bit of wanting to replicate the first half free kick in that, but just a little too much power to keep it under the crossbar.
And here's a steal by Martinez. Matney with the save, a very strong touch as well from the Gators. The ball booted forward. No one available to reclaim the ball as well. We have a handball there by the Jets with now 10 minutes remaining. And with the Jets with the lead, just wondering, Caleb, what are some of the things that they've done well now that they have this 3-1 lead as well?
Well, honestly, Alvin, the story of both of these halves have been the Gators putting on good pressure. And the Jets have done well to stay resolute in defense, but also take advantage of counterattacks.
Yes.
When you have a team who's playing the majority of the game within their own half, yet they lead 3-1, you have to commend the attackers for taking good advantage of the opportunities that they have. Being an efficient attacker, an efficient striker, is not having that many touches, but
Lang by herself! Oh man, Rachel Lang, the freshman. And one thing that's really interesting about Rachel Lang, she's from Valley Baptist School in Virginia, and I don't remember what Pacific portion of Woodstock, Virginia. There we go. Valley Baptist in Woodstock, Virginia. And I was actually on the phone with one of her teachers yesterday. His name's Luke Stickles. And at Valley Baptist, that was their first year having a soccer program.
Wow.
And she was a member of that first soccer program team. And now this year she's playing in the Turkey Bowl. So that's very interesting.
That's awesome.
And the fact that, and you know Luke Stickles, he was a student with us during that time as well. And him and his wife serving at the school there. We getting a chance to coach someone who's now playing in the Turkey Bowl. I mean, it's not like winning a national champion or having one of your players go to the draft. But it's something that is cool to watch and to see. And And at PCC and Pensacola Christian College, we do take our intramural sports very seriously.
Absolutely.
The fact that we can have a full crowd and bright lights and a really beautiful field to host a championship, and to have one of your players playing on a big stage must mean something as well, Caleb.
Absolutely, and I can imagine they're tuning in, wanting to see how she's doing and cheering her on from home. But it's really awesome to see, and that's honestly the greatest thing about intramural sports, collegian sports as we call them here. It's the greatest thing is being able to continue your athletic career. You know, a lot of these athletes can't necessarily commit to an Eagles sport, but they still want to stay involved, and they want to get to know the people in their collegian and be able to continue their athletic career. And it's great to see them taking advantage of this opportunity and putting on a good performance for us to watch.
Martinez with the cross there. That's collected as well. And now Coryar with a chance. Ball deflected by the body of Meza. Now Meza with an opportunity here with 7 on the clock. Meza gets it forward. I believe Allison Aarons with the intended target. And the clearance available by the Jets. Allison Aarons, I'm really good friends with her dad, Damian Aarons. Her brother worked actually the job you're working currently here at the college.
That's
Andrew
great.
Aarons as well, and Amy Aarons, her sister, is a starting center for the Pensacola Christian College Eagles, which I believe won their home game, rather away game, against Mississippi College for women, if I'm not corrected. I tuned in earlier today. They were up a significant margin at halftime. I believe 30-80 was the score, and the collection good by the keeper. That was dangerous.
Yeah, it looked like Aarons might have tried to get the slightest touch on that ball to throw off the keeper, but not enough. The keeper did well to read it and collect. Just under 7 minutes, and I can't help but feel that the Gators are running short on time.
Yes. Eclipsing is in the conversation. Overcoming the deficit, very difficult. You would have to almost average a goal every 2 minutes at this point. Which the effort to even muster up offense to have a goal is so tiresome. Not tiresome, that's not the word. Cumbersome potentially is the word. Because you have to work the ball between all 7 of your potential teammates as well.
Absolutely, and for a team that's down by 2 goals with under 7 minutes, coming up on 6 now, it can be hard to have the morale to even push forward, because having 2 goals come in about 6 minutes is going to be difficult, and I'm sure the players are realizing that now. But hopefully we can see the Gators continue to fight and maybe make something special happen.
Despite conceding 1 goal, the Jets have done a very good job defensively this game and have possessed the ball fairly well despite the pressure available.
Yeah, they've done a good job of containing the Gators and just getting the ball off of them whenever they can and just keeping it for as long as they can. Knowing that Gators pressure will always come back, the Jets have done a great job of relieving that whenever they can to get into the opponent's half and just be able to keep the ball as long as they can and run this clock down.
And now just approaching the 5-minute mark here in this game, and I was even thinking about this, especially the bright lights and the hundreds of I would even dare say thousands of fans here tonight to watch the Turkey Bowl. And most, I was about to say intramural, but collegiate soccer games do take place on Eagle Field, rather First Street Field. And if you think about it, the seating on First Street Field is about, I would even say 2 of the bleachers or maybe 3 of the bleachers. But if you look at tonight's crowd, and I know we've had a bunch of aerial shots and drone shots, and in the early drone shots there was a couple pockets available and not filled in, but I will assure you that the crowd is full, and there's a lot of spectators here available. I would even dare to say that the girls tonight are playing in front of, I would even say, 4 to 5 times the amount of audience they would have on a regular basis.
Absolutely, and this is a crowd you might typically see at an Eagles game. But with this game, like you mentioned at the beginning, Alvin, being one of the premier events, probably of the fall semester, it's definitely one of those large crowd drawing events. I mean, it can be intimidating when you look at the stands and see so many more people than you're used to, but it's been really awesome to see the atmosphere. I'm sure you can hear it. For the viewers at home, you can hear the atmosphere. Very, very lively. A lot of fans near us, I believe, rooting for the Jets right now. And they're quite happy at this moment, but it's been awesome to see the good atmosphere out here with the good crowd.
Now That was Avril Cuellar trying to get goal number 2 on her night. And phenomenal strike on the ball, testing Emma Hall in the keeper spot as well. Lang applying pressure on Meza. Here's Hollowood. Phenomenal defense as well by the Gators. That was number 20, Betty Walker, available for the deflection. Cuellar. And a very hard kick. Nearly snuck the post as well. So the goalie box there for the Gators. But a bit wide there, Caleb.
Yeah, the Jets did well just to honestly burn a good amount of clock there.
Yeah.
I believe the ball has been in that corner for 2 minutes. Just about. So doing a great job of just running this clock down. It's good game management from the Jets, but you can tell the Gators are a little antsy right now, wanting to get the ball up the field and be able to create some opportunities. See if they can even steal 1 goal before the final whistle.
Lang with possession, plays it back to Cuellar. Continues to possess the ball, being guarded now by Sydney Elliott. Oh man, what a shot available. That nearly bent right by the post.
It's on her weaker foot, I do believe, too. That was her left foot, been normally using her right. But it's a sneaky little opportunity there, almost converting for the 4th goal.
Now just about a minute and a half available. That will be available for the remaining, not the remaining of the now 90 seconds remaining this game. But now in the offensive attacking third of the Gators. And what a bullet. Collected by Hall. Now that opens up the offense of the Gators. Cuellar plays it to Martinez. Here's a cross. Lang will fire. Hall gets a hand on it. Betty Walker will send it forward as well. 1 minute reads on your screen, but the remaining time, as mentioned by our PA announcer, will be contained by our center official. Cuellar against Meza. And here's a cross which turns into a corner kick opportunity now. I love the aggression despite the lack of time remaining here in this match. It's actually now a long throw-in opportunity. And that's Mackey with a chance here. And that's collected by Bedayaka. Maya Martinez with the ball on her foot gets stopped in her track by Meza. But that will do it. For the first time in their collegian history, the Jets are the champions. And a beautiful crowd. Guys and girls rushing the field to celebrate the Jets. The Lambda Beta Jets getting their first ever Turkey Bowl victory by a score of 3-1. Incredible.
Yeah, it's great scenes to see here. Great crowd supporting the Jets here, but it's a tough game. The Jets played really well, staying locked down on defense and doing well to put in some counterattacking goals throughout the game and taking advantage of every opportunity. Great play, and they deserve the win.
Not just a great play, but a number of good goals. That first goal and on goal there by the Gators that almost took a little bit of life as well out of the match from the beginning. But the Cuellar sisters doing a great job applying pressure, both from free kicks and also in the flow of the offense as well.
Absolutely, and definitely the highlight of the game was that free kick from the first half. Just excellent technique and a great second goal.
Our collegiate
Here's Jacob Gentry, the head of collegian sports, going ahead to present the soccer championship trophy to the team. Well earned as well, and also great job to the Gators. Playing a very strong game, had many offensive opportunities, but is unable to convert nonetheless. And as the trophy's being presented, and what a night. History being made here on Eagle Field once again. For the first time in collegiate history, the Lambda Beta Jets get it done. Quite impressive. Now here comes the team picture for the trophy. And as they celebrate, Caleb, we have one more game, the men's Turkey Bowl. That's oncoming. We have the Jags, I believe the Jaguars, the first time in modern history in the Turkey Bowl. They were champions in 2017. That was their last victory against the Hawks. But we'll see if they can potentially get one as well as they face off against the Viking, though. Mega Kappa Vikings there. One of your former teammates, Justice Goings, on the team there for the Vikings.
It'll be a very interesting matchup.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of firepower on both teams. The Jaguars being a very young squad this year, having a lot of, I believe, freshmen on their team that have contributed a lot to the team. But two strong squads. I'll be interested to see how they match up. Obviously, this will be the first time this season those two teams have seen each other. So it'll be a very interesting contest, and I'm excited to see what it holds for us.
And as the Jets fans celebrate, congratulations to Lambda Beta for being victorious in the Turkey Bowl. Congratulations to the Gators on having a phenomenal 9-2 season. And we have one more game. The next voices you'll hear for the next broadcast is Alvin Chapman, along with 2023 champion Caleb Welch. We got a lot more action waiting for us. And fans at home, you guys stay tuned as well. While we now have a break for our halftime. Nonetheless, we're super excited for the remaining games. And the next voices you'll hear is mine and Caleb Welch's. You guys take care. And if this is the last game you're watching, thank you so much for joining us tonight as well.